Hey Capricorn, this is Tara and welcome to your May 1st through May 14th Psychic Tarot Forecast. I am so happy that you all have joined me. Thank you to all my new subscribers and those of you all who have been with me a while. I'm very, very grateful for your likes, your shares, and your subscribes, of course. And any comments that you have. I really like the comments. I need to catch up on answering you guys, but you know, whatever you have to say, how the card relates to you or not, let me know. I'm using the John Holland Psychic Tarot deck, and I started off using this deck, when I first started my YouTube channel, and probably used it for about 6 or 7 months, and you know, I thought, well, I'll change back to this one and stir up the imagination, creativity. That's what tarot cards are for. They help with your intuition and your imagination. So let me know how you like the reading. And this particular spread is your environment is the first card. What's going on behind the scenes is your second card. And your third card is the outcome. Okay, so let's start with the first one, Capricorn. This is the Nine of Swords in traditional tarot. They call it suffering in silence, which is, yeah, okay, so maybe so, because it's mental thinking, it's our fears and concerns. And so it might be that, you know, you letting go of limiting thoughts, beliefs. If you've been up at night worrying about anything from finances to a romantic situation to your business, whatever it is that's keeping you up, your mind has been doing a job on you lately, hasn't it? It just feels like it has. Now remember, this is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So as always, watch your Moon and Rising signs. So let's take a look at it. As you can see, she's sitting on this rock. She can see in the distance her destination, but she's at a standstill as to how to get there. And it's like she's by herself and, you know, not feeling up to par and wanting to make changes, but yet seems caught on knot. You know, I see a lot of you all, I'm looking into my crystal here. This is my crystal from Brazil. It's a quartz, and it's a great gazing crystal, if any of you all do that. Well, what I'm seeing is that some of you all have been blocked off from expansion, or you feel like you have. We've been in Mercury retrograde, so we'll go direct on the 3rd of May. But of course, it takes a couple weeks to completely get out of that stall, that delayed feeling that it provides for us. Don't you love it? I do feel, though, I am seeing some swords in this particular point in the crystal. So some of you feel like there have been either daggers thrown at you, and I don't mean in the literal sense, but in, you know, figuratively. If people have not agreed with the way you've been working with them, communicating with them. So, you know, this really is a time to open up and reevaluate the way you maybe are communicating with people. There is also someone, for some of you, who is, I believe, an air sign that you may be having challenges and difficulties with. You know, they may be suggesting ideas that you're not really fond of, and this could be in your workplace or it could be in a relationship. You know, and I do see the sunset and sunrise. So that makes me think that, yes, some of you are either going to bed very late and getting up very early and not getting enough sleep. That could be part of what this card is that you just need more rest and to take care of your health. Yeah, and to do that, to you know, ground and get out of your headspace and stop the worrying and what's taking you on a different path than where you really want to go. Okay, all right. So that's sort of your environment. And again, this is not for every Capricorn, but for those of you who all have been thinking a lot, concerned about, like I said, the different types of issues, then it's in your environment. It comes up for a reason. And it's here to say, let go of those. Try to get out of your headspace, ground, really. Walking. You guys are an earth sign, so do some walking, do some, get out in nature, do something fun, honestly, because it's not worth it. Things will pan out with your intentions, with your good intentions. The second card, which is what's going on underneath it all, is a major arcana card. I love this card. It's the High Priestess in traditional tarot. It's about your intuition. So the universe is saying, since it's a major arcana, use your perception, discern, use your intuition. If it's something comes to you, a hit comes to you, a synchronicity or a flash of a clairvoyant intuition, pay attention to that, because as you can see, she's turned away from this one. She's like, okay, I'm thinking about things too much. And now I'm going to intuit it and see how I can make changes. Intuition is the language of the soul, quite honestly. So when this card shows up in a reading, it's like a clear message that it's time to use it and give it a chance. And then you'll notice how quickly things change. This isn't meant to be a negative reading, so please don't take it that way. It's just, again, coming up for some of you that in order to get out of feeling like you're in your headspace, go into the right brain, creativity, intuition, symbols, colors. Because with so much information in this world vying for your every thought, it's easy to ignore or fail to acknowledge your insights. And that's what's going on here. You may be information overloaded. If we're on the computer too much, if we're on the phone too much, and we feel scattered and all, which again, you guys, to me, are signs, especially Capricorns, well, really all of you, but especially Capricorn and Virgo. But I just feel a little bit of scatteredness. So tune into your own self-awareness. That's what this card is coming up about. And I just want to see if in the crystal that what this card has to, yeah, there's gems of yeah, I'm seeing a lot of purple. And especially this one particular point pointing up. So that may be also your crown chakra. Pay attention to spiritual wisdom, insights from angels, guides, anybody around you too that is passed on in spirit. They may be sending you messages. I did a reading event the other day, and I was just overblown by the people that came in that I read for, who have been having those instances come up. So if you feel comfortable and you want to leave comments in the comments section about experiencing past ones around you, those that are in spirit, let me know. I'm also possibly seeing it's either 3 or 4. It's a group of people or a business, and one leaving, one disconnecting from the group and going their own way. And it's either that this person has a better offer, better benefits. I don't think it's you. I think you're having to contend with this person. Or that you all have said, you know what, you're not holding your own and it's time to take off. It's time to leave. It's like you're firing them. Yeah, there's been some of you, there's been some chaos. Now again, this is a major arcana, so they're saying be perceptive, discern who is good for you in your life and who's supportive. And if they're not, then then you'll make those decisions. The third card is the outcome card, and this is the Seven of Pentacles in the traditional tarot. It's a totally different artwork, isn't it? Usually the Seven of Pentacles is a guy that's out in the field. He's been working a harvest, and he's has his head down. He's tired, and he has his head on his arm, and he's taking a break. And so this card says patience and planning, which is really what he's doing. It's the feeling of needing to take time off from what you're doing so that you can regroup, re-energize, and get back to it. It's not to abort the mission or the project or the relationship. Usually the Pentacles, of course, are about our money and our finances and our body, our physical body. So this physical card reminds you to reevaluate goals that you're seeking, and your finances and your relationships with other people. You know, take the time to review each of these, because there's no use in rushing into a future that you're planning. There's time to evaluate and discern what you really want and how each relationship or business venture is going for you. Notice what's worked well in the past for you, and then go from there. Let's see what the crystal has to say. I feel like that's what too with this is intention. Huh? Well, it is an intention. This intuition card is saying set your intentions by what you're intuitively getting. Then your patience and planning will come up. Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay, so now when I look into the crystal and I look at this setting back and not pushing forward, I'm seeing all kinds of insights, but more than that, manifesting goals, opportunities that come up, relocation for some of you, more money. I mean, there's endless possibilities when you don't rush into a particular circumstance. Let's see, anything else? See how beautiful that is? I'm looking at in through here, and yeah, and I'm now seeing someone like at the top of instead of being here, I'm seeing her over here in the crystal. So she's gotten to her destination. And almost like raising your arms, like I did it. Like if you've won a race, if any of you all are runners, I really see that some of you are very competitive, and that you could win a 2K mile or a 10K mile, or a running competition. That came up. That's really, it's interesting what the crystals and the cards have to say together. Sometimes it's similar and sometimes it's different, but it's what comes up in different areas of each one. And so I want to also pull a chakra card. This particular deck has all the chakras in it. And which one feels like it needs to be balanced and or paid attention to during this time period? Okay, well, all right. Well, this is the first chakra, the base. And the base is located at the base of the spine. And it has to do with financial security. It has to do with feeling safe and secure in your environment. So it's really important. Actually, if this chakra is out of balance, then it doesn't matter, if you're receiving your intuitive insights or not. You need to have this one balanced, and then all the other ones will flow and follow. It's very important to be grounded. So that's what this is about. Again, I was talking about that earlier. It's to do a meditative walk or go outdoors, because this is the one where you'll feel more financially secure. If any of you all have had issues, health issues in your hips or your back, or I want to speak more to the pain. You know, sometimes the pain comes up and we don't know why. Well, oftentimes it's because worried about finances. So just saying, pay attention to that base chakra. And the way to do that, again, is light physical exercise, yoga. Those are really good things to do. Tai Chi, you know, just light stuff. Don't be hard on your joints. All right, Capricorn. And I think with this patience and planning, I'm looking forward to seeing how your mid-month turns out. So, you know, I'll be back before the 15th and pull that spread for you to see where this leads to. Okay, so let's add up the cards. Have 9 and 2 is 11. And 11 and 7 is 18. 1 and 8 is 9. And numerology, 9 has to do with completion. And working past those limiting beliefs again. I think that's important for you guys, or anything that you feel like is mentally bogging you down. 18 in the major arcana cards is the same as the moon card. And the moon represents our emotions and sensitivity, and it's a reminder that nothing is at a standstill. So this card is calling you to action. The time is now when you have to face your fears and look at yourself in the mirror. And I feel like that's what this is calling you out to do. All right. So, your sensitivity to, okay, yeah, that makes sense. With this moon card, a lot of times the psychic intuition, the sensitivity is higher. That's perfect for this. So again, pay attention to that. At the same time, stay grounded. You can do that. Again, meditative walks where no one's with you, where you're not thinking about what's on your to-do list, but you're paying attention to the birds and the trees, and you're in the present moment. Those intuitive hits will come up and help guide you. All right, my friends, thank you so much for joining me today. If you'd like your own personal private reading and have questions to see where this is going, or questions about anything else, please go to my website. It's taraventura.com. And look on the first page. There's an orange reddish button called Order a Reading. You can click on there and see my menu of services, and from there you can order and I will be notified. I so appreciate your watching today. I wish you the best. Take care, be well, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.